It's 11:19 in the morning and I've been doing my exercise for 40 minutes, getting ready for the session, warming up, and also doing the session itself. I would have shown the timer, but I accidentally got rid of it. My bad. So, temperature. This is the first thing I'm going to talk about. It's a very important variable of the workouts. I wanted to quit because I thought it was getting too hot. The sun was blazing. It was shining right on my skin and I was gonna quit, but I decided not to and to keep going. I forgot why though, but I did. And in doing so, I've got some technique improvements, which I'll definitely later touch on as a part of this session review. But in order to further work around the hot temperature, the hot summer temperature, got rid of my t-shirt. And I also got these shorts just in case, because I was thinking that it was feeling a little bit too hot in these joggers. However, I was able to push through it and I was all right. But again, just in case, I brought them. And I was wearing this hoodie earlier, but I definitely did not need to wear anything to do that session. In terms of upper body, I just needed my skin, my birthday suit for the upper half anyway. Then for form, to get into the push-ups, I started off with trying to do normal diamond push-ups, but I found it way too difficult. And the watch wasn't here as I was doing the reps. I had it on the table, just forgetting about it. It took 13 minutes to warm up and get prepared, and then I started. Took around 25 minutes, seeing as I started at exactly the 13-minute mark. It being started the main part of the exercise session at the 13-minute mark. So I did that and I started off with normal diamond push-ups, but I've been finding that difficult for a while now because of technique. I'd really mess up my wrists and it feel like, I don't know what they're called, phalanges in the wrist, there's small bones in the wrist. Same way you've got small bones around the front of the ankle, well, around about here, metatarsals I think they're called. You've got phalanges, similar sort of bones in the rest. I think it might be the wrong name, I'm not sure, but yeah, I'd be putting a lot of pressure on the inside of my wrist here, on the left side, below the thumb for both. And then from there, I thought I just decided to try doing the knee diamond push-ups to make it easier, because I didn't think I was going to be able to do 10 sets of 3 reps normal diamond push-ups with ease. So I decided to make it normal knee diamond push-ups. To begin with, I just used the one slider because I didn't think of using both at the same time, but I eventually got to that and I used it this way. That way I was able to put both knees on the one slider. However, I remembered that I can use both, so that I've got a similar level of padding on with both knees by placing my knees here on each slider. From there, I then get into position and activate my chest muscle like this. So instead of it being like this, you got that, whilst having my knees on the sliders. That way I'd be in position, and I come up and then come down. I was having problems with technique until I looked down at my chest to do the reps, and then from there, instead of it feeling like I was just working my chest a little bit, I felt maximum contraction both up and down on the reps, and I also felt it in my upper back. I felt it in my shoulder blades actually, and I think that's okay because it makes sense I'm using more than one muscle to do the reps, because even with most exercises, you're not just using one muscle and one muscle alone. Even with isolation exercises, you're using more than one muscle. As I mentioned in the video, with a bicep curl, even if it's on the cable machine, you have to grip the apparatus, the machine, the equipment, to then be able to do the rep. And in order to do that, you have to use your forearms a little bit. Otherwise, you can't just lift like you can't just tense your bicep without moving the upper part of your arm, as I think I proved there. Maybe like this, but again, I'm still moving my forearms. The body just doesn't work like that, where you could tense the bicep alone, where you just have your hands fully extended like this and your bicep could just tense. Like even now I'm trying to make that happen by using the upper part of my arms and still nothing, like whilst having them straight. To prove my point, yeah, for me personally, some people might be able to do that, but for me, I can't. It doesn't work. So now, from now on, I think I'll do 10 sets of 2 reps for the knee diamond push-ups to perfect technique, because that matters way more than hitting a certain rep goal with an exercise I find excessively difficult. My left wrist hurting a bit on the outside over here, more closer to the center of the camera. I needed to drink a lot of water, and although I did, I've just remembered I wanted to track my water intake on MyFitnessPal yesterday, but I didn't do it. But I have downloaded MyFitnessPal yesterday. I did download MyFitnessPal yesterday. That is relevant because I wanted to say that I've been feeling dehydrated during the session, and even up to now, whilst I've been doing my session review, I've been needing this water. But although I got the water today, I haven't washed out my flask from yesterday, so it did taste a bit. It made my throat sore because it's dirty. And just in case, I've got my shoes here. I use my wrist wraps, and from now on, I now know that I've wrapped the wrist wraps properly if I've got the edge of the wrap, which is right in the center of the wrap, whilst curled up. If I've got that and I don't have to wrap it incorrectly, but yet it's still at the back of my hand, that's perfect. That's, I think, how it should be, how they're meant to be used. I had very little wrist problems when using them that way during this session. The padding was amazing, like top notch, really. Anything else to say? I was thinking of using my tablet as a stopwatch timer, but I didn't really need to because I already had the watch on my wrist. I wanted the other one out of habit, but yeah, I'll just use the watch from now on, especially if it's hot, because it could get difficult to see the screen if it's really hot and bright, or both in this case. But yeah, anything else? Anywhere I'd say I would like to make an improvement, not necessarily should. It's not by force, but anywhere I would like to make an improvement, yeah, just be more aware of rep range, or how many reps I've done per session. Actually, speaking of, that is my only advice for this session. But I just thought I was finding it easy to do 3 reps of the knee diamond push-ups, so I think I should instead do that, because I naturally just wanted to do 3 reps a set. Yeah, I think that's it, really. Yeah, I really don't think there's anything else to say, so cheers to getting this session done, cheers to making this progress, and I'm out. On to the next one I go. Peace.